Society. It is my pleasure to be your Mistress of Ceremonies this evening. On behalf of the administration, advisors, National Honor Society officers, and members, I would like to welcome you to the 2014 National Honor Society Induction Ceremony. At this time, we will have the procession of inductees. Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Gilbert Gonzalez. School Board Trustee, Ms. Hilda Martinez. School Board Trustee, Mr. Ramon Ramirez. School Board Trustee, Mr. Benjamin Rodriguez III. Assistant Principal, Ms. Amalia Riojas. Assistant Principal, Mr. Ruben Valadez. Dean of Instruction, Ms. Veronica Soto Gonzalez. Instructional Officer, Ms. Olivia Garcia. Our Principal, Mr. Vale Moreno. National Honor Society Advisory Board Member, Mr. Timoteo Chaides. National Honor Society Advisory Board Member, Ms. Tanya Tijerina. Director of Instructional Services, my father, Mr. Jose Hernandez. Thank you. Now I would like to invite our principal, Mr. Vale Moreno, to say a few words.
Greetings. I want to begin this evening by telling you that it is with great pride and tremendous honor that I speak to you as such a wonderful event. Today, I have an opportunity to see 39 positive reasons to be the principal of EPHS High School. For the parents and family members that are here this evening, let me say thank you. Thank you for sending us your children. They are a pleasure to work with. And once again, I do want to recognize all of our parents. Teachers are also an important part of the success of our students, and I would like to recognize them as well. Thank you. Students, induction to the National Honor Society represents dedication, commitment, and leadership. These characteristics are admirable in anyone, but most especially in young people like you. I want you to know that you are special and that you are the reason why we are here this evening. You have fulfilled the requirements and the high standards that the National Honor Society represents. But scholarship is only one of many requirements for being a member of this prestigious organization. Leadership and citizenship are also part of why you were selected. Being a member clearly represents your abilities, your efforts, and your integrity as leaders in our school and soon to be leaders in our community. Please know that your parents, teachers, and I are very proud. Student leadership has many challenges, one of which is doing the right thing, even if it's not popular or others are not watching. Making our school and our community a better place cannot depend on applause. Always strive to do what's right, think big, help others, and give the world the best you got. You will make a difference. Muchas gracias y que Dios los bendiga. Thank you, may God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Moreno. At this time, I would like to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Gilbert Gonzalez, and invite him to say a few words.
Thank you, Annalisa. Annalisa introduced my bosses, the board members that are here today. Just before the event happened, the board president, Mr. Ignacio Salcedo, sent me a text that he's running late and he'll try to be here, but in case he doesn't get here on time, he wishes all the students the best, and he's very, very proud of you. But anyway, good evening. Buenas noches, bienvenido a este programa tan bonito donde reconocemos a sus hijos y a sus hijas por las calificaciones tan altas que han sacado y por haber participado en el programa de lo que nombramos el National Honor Society. Ojalá que ustedes estén tan orgullosos como padres, como yo estoy orgulloso como superintendente de todos estos 39 estudiantes. It's not easy to be inducted into the National Honor Society. Back when I was in high school in 1972, I tried, and my mom asked me, well, your sister was in the National Honor Society, what happened to you? And I said, well, Mom, we're probably waiting for the letter to come in where they say that I've been selected. To this day, I'm still waiting for that letter, but I don't give up hope, okay? So that's a good lesson for you. Do not ever give up hope, okay? But seriously, it takes a lot, to get to where you're at. It's not easy. The grades have to be, pretty high, and all of you take advanced courses, so that makes it even a little bit harder, So I'm very proud of you because of your grades. Character is very important for you all, and it's important to keep that in mind. You need to have good character in everything that you do. And in these times where we have social media, such as Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, it's very easy to fall into the trap, of pushing that button and sending that inappropriate text or inappropriate, picture. Stay away from that, okay? And of course, you all are here because of the many hours that you will be required to volunteer. There are many, many good causes, for you to join, to volunteer. I mean, here at Eagle Pass ISD, Eagle Pass High School, and Eagle Pass ISD, we have a wonderful recycling program, and many of the students that are here, Annalisa, is familiar with that. She was very instrumental in getting the recycling program and the grant to come to Eagle Pass, So try out for all these volunteer programs. That's what makes a good National Honor Society student. Your grades, your good character, and of course that you volunteer. Nowadays it becomes very competitive to get into some of these universities and colleges, and they look more at, or they look at grades, but they look more at other things that you've done during your high school years. And they look at, your character, and they look at, what you've volunteered. So I know the National Honor Society is preparing you well for the future, whatever your endeavors are, in college and in your place of work. Once again, I thank everybody for being here, and I congratulate all the students. And let's give these 39 students a big hand, please. And let me conclude with a story from last year's National Honor Society when Mr. Bowles was here. Do y'all remember Mr. Bowles? Vaguely? Well, it was Mr. Bowles, well, it was me, rather, Mr. Bowles and Mr. Vale Moreno and Ms. Amalia Riojas Ms. Olivia Garcia and Ms. Veronica Soto Gonzalez. And part of the ceremony includes that all of the National Honor Society members, past and present, get up and do the creed. Well, only Amalia Riojas and Olivia Garcia and Veronica Soto Gonzalez stood up. Us three men, we were sitting down. So I turned around to Mr. Bowles and I said, it is true, women are smarter. And Mr. Bowles says, no, they're not. It's just that there's more women here. But anyway, congratulations. Have a great night. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez. At this time, I would like to introduce our guest speaker, Ms. Elizabeth Rodriguez. Ms. Elizabeth Rodriguez graduated from the University of Texas at Austin with a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. She is a certified elementary teacher, a registered nurse, and a former teacher of Eagle Pass High School. She is currently the director for the Eagle Pass ISD Life Skills Program for student parents.
Good evening, parents, family, friends, faculty, NHS sponsors, NHS members, and NHS inductees. I am honored to be a speaker for the Eagle Pass High School National Honor Society induction ceremony. The National Honor Society is a prestigious organization that recognizes students' commitment to academic excellence and personal development through leadership, service, and character. And tonight, NHS inductees, you'll be recognized for these qualities. Thank you for the opportunity to speak to you about the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society, which are character, scholarship, leadership, and service. The value of these pillars became evident to me through my education and life experiences. I am from Eagle Pass, Texas, and I graduated from Eagle Pass High School not too long ago, back in 1981. Now, I was a good student, but I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with my life. So with the love and encouragement, which really means my mother pushed me, I decided to go to college. So I enrolled in a small private college intending to study medical technology. But when I went to sign up for my courses, my college counselor told me I was not college material. So I was 17 years old, not really sure what to do. I went out by myself. I didn't have my parents with me. So that was a wake-up call for me. I knew I should have worked harder when I was in high school. So you all have done the hard work, and that's why you're here. So I contemplated my next move because I kind of took it to heart that I wasn't college material. And at a yard sale, I found a book that was entitled Neonatal Nursing. And as I read it, I knew what I wanted to be when I grew up, and that was a neonatal nurse. So after a year at Incarnate Word, I transferred to UT Austin, go Horns, and enrolled in their nursing program. It was really tough. It was really tough. But I graduated from UT, and I passed the state nursing licensing exam to become a registered nurse on my first try. I did enjoy a successful career as a neonatal nurse working at Bexar County Hospital in San Antonio and at Herman Children's Hospital in Houston. I was then promoted to a neonatal transport nurse, which means that I got to fly in a really cool helicopter to pick up sick babies in our areas and bring them back to our receiving hospital. These were advanced critical care skills that I was taught. So as far as being told that I wasn't college material, there I was. As a transport nurse, I would travel throughout the state, picking up those babies and bringing them back. It took a lot of dedication and perseverance to succeed. Since then, I've gone back to college. I did become a teacher, and I'm certified to teach pre-K all the way through 12th grade. And then again, as was mentioned, I am the coordinator for the Eagle Pass ISD Life Skill Programs for student parents. My education and training has enabled me to have these varied and exciting careers. So I developed an appreciation of the importance of education, even though it was later on in my life. So this brings me to the NHS pillar of scholarship. NHS inductees and members, you are here by choice, not by chance. You have spent countless hours reading and studying and preparing. Your grades are a major factor for you being able to be considered to be part of this organization. You are on the right path for future academic success. There is a belief here in America that you can be anything that you want to be. And this holds true if you are willing to put in the time and effort to achieve your dream. However, you must put those wheels in motion. Take advantage of everything that Eagle Pass High School has to offer you. Take all those dual credit courses, all those AP courses. Make the most of each and every day that you're here. A scholar acquires knowledge from study, and a smooth course is not always guaranteed, and good results do not always come easy. Sometimes you will fail before you succeed. Remain optimistic, diligent in your studies. Your education will advance you in your vocation, which in turn will be a benefit to our society and our world. And always remember, education does not end in high school or college. Make plans now to be a lifetime learner. There's always more to learn. And if I didn't have 2 sons in college right now, I'd be back in school. You guys want to get out of school and I'm ready to go back. The next pillar that I want to address is character. And I want to read a quote. I don't know who the author is, but very true about character. Watch your thoughts where they become words. Watch your words where they become actions. Watch your actions because they become habits. Watch your habits where they become character. Watch your character because it becomes your destiny. NHS inductees and members, your responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship are qualities that have brought you here. People have taken notice of your character. Habits of being late for class, forgetting homework assignments, making excuses, missing those steps in those algebra formulas, and not completing those chemistry projects can translate into flaws that can affect one's character. NHS inductees and members continue to build a positive character. Be friendly, respectful, trustworthy, and fair. Be caring, reliable, punctual, and obedient to rules. Be honest and take responsibility for your actions. And do things without expecting anything in return, and you will never be disappointed. Always do what is right, even when no one is looking. When I worked as a nurse, I worked with critically ill newborns and their parents. Not only was I in the role of advocate for the newborn, making sure that the treatments were done, medications administered, and reporting to physicians, but I also had to be trustworthy to my patients' parents. I would spend 10 to 12 hours with their most valued possessions in an environment where they had little control. Not only were my nursing skills important, but my character as well. Everything I said and did was what would give parents hope that their ill baby would get better and eventually go home. Also, to address punctuality is a very important part of your character. Because the NICU is a very stressful place to work, when it's time to go home, you better be there on time to relieve the nurses. I used to tell my health science students that attention to detail and punctuality were critical to be an exemplary medical professional. While they may have excellent grades and look fabulous in those uniforms, if an emergency medical technician responded late to a call, a patient could die. If the nursing assistant did not notice subtle changes in a patient's condition, that condition could deteriorate into an otherwise preventable situation. If the pharmacy technician did not read labels correctly, they could prepare the wrong medication. Therefore, strive to be of good character. The next pillar is leadership. Some of you have in your mind what a leader is. It's that person that gets up there, volunteers readily for everything, good at speaking in front of a crowd, enjoys coordinating activities. But there are other leaders that lead by example. Whichever your leadership style, all eyes are on you. Leadership is not necessarily about telling others what to do. You also have to have workers. Ideas have to be executed. Some people learn by example. You need to convince others that your ideas benefit the group as a whole. Leaders inspire confidence. The Eagle Pass High School Health Occupation Students of America, the host chapter, was successful due to student leadership, as this organization was student-led. When I was their sponsor, I was merely their guide. I witnessed members refine their leadership skills in the various activities that host sponsored. Their success continues today because of student leadership and the group's cohesiveness that makes them visible in our community. And by the way, Ashley, good luck at Nationals. So NHS inductees, members, continue to be leaders that are resourceful, take initiative, be problem solvers and team players, and have the courage to make those tough decisions. Use your tenure in NHS, student council, HOSA, and other clubs to refine your leadership skills. Leadership is not about personal ambition. It is about inspiring others to work. And you work together for the benefit of others. Remember, individually, you are unique, but together, you are spectacular. The last pillar is service. Being of service to others develops an intrinsic value in oneself. To be a good and caring person is your greatest gift. Make the world a better place because you are in it, and make being of service a lifetime goal. Currently, you may be participating in community service activities because it will help you get into organizations such as NHS, and because it will look good on your resume for college or a job. As you continue to give of your time, take some time to think about how your actions affect others. That food drive you helped organize assisted a family that may have gone to bed hungry if it were not for you. The blankets that you collected during Christmas for hospice patients served as a warm reminder that someone out there cares for them. The pennies you've collected will help researchers get closer to finding a cure for leukemia patients. The graffiti you helped clean up made the neighborhood and community a cleaner and more attractive place for its members to enjoy. Your service affects someone, somewhere, and gives them hope for a brighter tomorrow. Your service makes others happy. That in turn should make you happy, because you have made a positive change in the world. And this is the intrinsic value of service. So now that I have addressed the NHS pillars, I would like to address the rest of the audience. To the parents, family, and friends of the NHS inductees and members, you are being commended for your dedication, support, and love that has enabled your student to achieve the recognition and privilege of all that entails being a member of the National Honor Society. You have instilled in them the value of education, commitment, and service that will set the foundation for their future success. So NHS inductees and members, give your parents and your family community a big round of applause. Now, NHS inductees and members, you're not done. When the ceremony is over, be sure to give your parents, family, and friends a big hug for helping you achieve your goal of being a National Honor Society member. Also, write thank you notes to those individuals that wrote recommendation letters for you. No text, emails, or tweets. Old-fashioned handwritten letters. Let them know that because of them you are here. So again, thank you for allowing me to speak at this event. It's been my honor to address the inductees and the members. Your achievements and successes today and in the future will make the world a better place for all of us. Good night and the best of luck in all your endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Rodriguez, for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and speak to us. Many of you may be wondering who founded the National Honor Society and what the society stands for. John Simmons, our historian, will now provide us with a brief history.
In 1921, the National Association of Secondary School Principals, the NASSP, officially established the National Honor Society. Under the leadership of Dr. Edward Reinierson, principal of the 5th Avenue High School in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the organization grew from the original Alpha chapter at the 5th Avenue High School to more than 1,000 chapters by 1930. When the National Honor Society was founded in 1921, the hope of the NASSP was to create an organization that would recognize and encourage academic achievement while also developing other characteristics essential to citizens in a democracy. These ideals of scholarship, character, service, and leadership remain as relevant today as they were in 1921. Today, the Society has flourished to over 15,000 chapters. These chapters are found in every state and in schools in many territories and countries overseas. Now, 93 years later, the National Honor Society has become a prestigious organization ranking high among administrators, faculty members, students, parents, and residents of the school community. Its reputation for excellence is the result of years of commitment on the part of everyone involved. National Honor Society membership is often regarded as a valid indicator that the student will succeed in life, and particularly in studies at post-secondary level. This Honor Society member has already exhibited academic achievement, leadership, honorable and admirable character, and service that demonstrates the member is willing to use his or her talents for the improvement of society. Tonight, we are carrying on this 93-year-old tradition by inducting 39 members into the EPHS High School chapter of this society. I will now light the candle that represents the National Honor Society torch, the symbol of eternal light of knowledge.
The National Honor Society is upheld by 4 main pillars: character, service, scholarship, and leadership. Every member of the National Honor Society is inducted because they are believed to display all 4 character traits. Sandra Mendoza, our National Honor Society recording secretary, will define the pillar of character.
Character. Character is the positive force in each person that distinguishes an individual from everyone else. It is the incentive which gives a person the will to have high ideals and to maintain those ideals. It is building of patience, love, purity, moral courage, gratitude, joy, respect, appreciation of the good and beautiful, perseverance in the right, and independence of thought. Character is not an innate quality, but rather a quality upon which we must work and struggle throughout our lives to form into a perfect pattern. It is our struggles toward this ideal, no matter how great they may seem, that will eventually mold our character into its true shape. In this way, every seemingly trivial act and decision in a person's life plays a part in the development of our character. Therefore, character development is up to the individual. Each one of us is totally responsible for the road we choose to follow in construction of our character. As our character develops, it is like an invisible beacon that guides us through life's temptations. It grows steadily to become an unfading guide for its master. I will now light the candle that represents the pillar of character.
Thank you, Sandra. Now Marcela Cabral, our NHS Vice President, will define the pillar of service.
The essence of service is love. Without love, service is empty. The love which inspires true service is not partial, but universal. It inspires loyalty and confidence because it destroys fear. Upon every hand and opportunities to render service to an individual, to your school, to an organization, to your community, to your country, or to the world. It is like performing the small services at hand that one becomes accustomed to servicing others, until larger opportunities call. The experience gained through the small deeds serves him in the broader field. Serving others does not entail the suppression of one's individuality. Rather does it mean the expression and development of it. But in the expression of that individuality, there is no place for pettiness, greed, avarice, or vain ambition. The world is full of self-will, self-justification, and self-love, which are the foundation of the world's ills. Today, the world needs individuals who can rise above the tides of time and serve unselfishly. I will now light the candle that represents the pillar of service.
Thank you, Marcela. Now Jamie Donnelly, our National Honor Society parliamentarian, will define the pillar of scholarship.
Scholarship. Scholarship is a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours reading and studying because he or she knows the lasting benefits of a curious and cultivated mind. We hope to continue to learn, even when our formal education is ended. For we honor wisdom, and we know it can be acquired only through our own diligence and effort. Learning is a lens through which we observe the past, its glories, and its disasters. Learning is a lamp which illuminates the future and the many paths lying before us. Learning lays bare the vast treasures of humanity's heritage and leads us to wisdom. We hope that the pursuit of knowledge will be, for us, a never-ending feat. I will now light the candle that represents the pillar of scholarship.
Thank you, Jamie. And I will discuss the final pillar of leadership. Leadership in its highest sense is not simply an outgrowth of a vigorous and pleasing personality. Leadership, in order to benefit mankind, must proceed from unselfish motives, form a strong character, and form a self-informed mind. It requires a constant denial of self, a genuine affection for mankind, and an abiding trust in God. Humility is requisite, for the success of any cause is endangered when the leader thinks of herself greater than the cause. A true leader is marked by self-confidence and poise, both of which are born of experience, knowledge, and an understanding of people. Self-confidence is not conceit, but a genuine belief in the righteousness of one's cause and a just appraisal of one's ability and knowledge. The peace and prosperity of the world, the salvation of humankind itself, is in our hands. Accept this charge, and when petty quarrels threaten to deter you, look ahead to the broad horizon and refuse to be stopped until you have attained your goal. In us, the leaders of our own world today, lies the hope of the world tomorrow. I will now light the candle that represents the pillar of leadership. At this time, our advisors, Ms. King and Ms. Gonzalez, will present the inductees with membership into the National Honor Society.
At this time, we will introduce the inductees. William Jacob Ayers,
Krista Leanne Baca.
Joseph Cole Black.
Ricardo Candiani.
Pedro Castro Jr.
Alexis de la Garza.
José A. de la Garza.
Alondra Díaz.
Eduardo Esquivel.
Suzette Fernández.
Nina Sofía Flores.
Natalie Renee Franco.
Puentes.
Gabriela Vanessa Garcia.
Roberta Gomez.
Javier Guevara.
Christian Gutierrez.
Loreily Limón.
Daniela Lopez.
Raimundo Márquez.
Chalo Martinez.
Melanie Mendoza.
Rolando Morales.
Mariana Alejandra Molleda.
José Juan Olvera.
Jesús R. Pérez Jr.
Kevin Pua.
Jaime Alejandro Rodríguez.
Odalis Aileen Rodríguez.
Erica Caitlin Santos.
Vanessa J. Cesate.
Nyla J. Davis.
Ana Lucía Treviño.
Carlos Valdez.
Hilario Vázquez Pérez.
Lorena Villarreal.
Gabriel Villaseñor.
Marlo Enrique Zamora.
Sheila Marisol Zarate.
Okay, now for the NHS pledge. Being aware of the honor. Which is being bestowed upon me. By my selection for membership. In the National Honor Society. Do hereby pledge loyalty. To this organization. It shall be my earnest purpose. To give unsparingly of my time. And energy. Toward the promotion. Of all school activities. I will strive to be at all time. A model student. And will never knowingly. Bring reproach upon my school. I pledge myself to uphold. The high purpose of this society. For the school I have been selected. Striving in every way. By word and deed. To make its ideals. The ideals of my school. And of my life. Now you can blow out your candles. And now for the certificates. William Jacob Ayers Treseño. Krista Leon Baca. Joseph Cole Black. Ricardo Candiani. Pedro Castro Jr. Alexis de la Garza. José A. de la Garza. Alondra Díaz. Eduardo Esquivel. Suset Fernández. Nina Sofía Flores. Natalie Renee Franco. Eric Fuentes. Gabriela Vanessa García. Roberta Gómez. Javier Guevara. Christian Gutierrez. Loreili Limón. Añela López. Raimundo Márquez. Chalo Martínez. Melanie Mendoza. Rolando Morales. Mariana Alejandra Molleda. José Juan Olvera. Jesús R. Pérez Jr. Kevin Pua. Jaime Alejandro Rodríguez. Odalis Aileen Rodríguez. Erica Caitlin Santos. Vanessa Jane Cesati. Nylan J. Davis. Ana Lucille Treviño. Carlos Valdez. Juan Hilario Vázquez Pérez. Lorena Villarreal. Gabriel Villaseñor. Marlo Enrique Zamora. Sheila Marisol Zarate.
Thank you for attending our National Honor Society induction ceremony.